Hey there everyone, Seb here with a quick review on Grandpa's Table. Now don't click away already, there is more to it than just 4 legs and a surface. It has this lovely wood grain you see, and if you manage to avoid the moldy bits, you can practically still eat from it without getting overly sick. What? What's that? A game? Who comes up with a silly name like that? Ah, the small Polish dev team Kivano it seems. Fair enough, let's have a look then. Originally released for mobile devices back in 2013, it recently got brought over to Steam, which is the version I'll be checking out. Okay, well let's first address the big desk in the room here. It doesn't come across all too table-like, does it? Well, that's a good start. Does this bode well? Why yes, actually it does. Differing definitions aside, I was actually pleasantly surprised by this little puzzle game and in particular with its execution, giving us a great example that even small projects can produce an amazing atmosphere. The game offers you a total of 120 puzzles to overcome. I find these puzzles are best described as Sokoban with a sliding mechanic mixed with a color matching game. Each level starts you off with some stones you can slide along the table. Once a move is initiated, it cannot be stopped until a piece hits something in its path, at which point you can make your next move. The object of the game is to have all the pieces of the same color touch each other, at which point they will be flipped and will stay immobile, which in itself is either a blessing or a curse depending on the pieces still remaining. I appreciate how much the devs played with this seemingly simple concept. About every 12 levels or so you will get introduced to new elements that keep changing things up and oftentimes force you to think in totally new ways. For example, some different things you'll find along the way are walls that disappear if you bounce into them once, transporters, extra colorless stones, spaces that make any passing stone get stuck, or levels that have wraparound borders. Every time a new element is introduced, the game does a good job of easing you into this new feature with some easier puzzles. Obviously this mercy is only short-lived, as the game will soon go and combine things to create some neat brain teasers. To really give the old bit of grey matter something to chew into, you want to collect stars. Each level has 3 littered about it, all you need to do is flip a stone on top of them. This considerably ups the challenge on quite a few levels. If you do manage to score all 3 though, you will collect a coin. These can be exchanged at any time for a solution if you ever happen to find yourself hopelessly stuck in a future level. More importantly however, earning enough stars grants you access to an additional 30 secret levels. These are typically a bit tougher, but if you manage to complete these, you unlock Mementos. These can be found in the drawer and give you a little insight in the life of Grandpa, and I found these very captivating. As I unlocked a few, I found myself eager to find more and learn more about both Grandpa and his mysterious narrator. I don't want to spoil too much, but I found it quite touching and I'm sure that the story and setting delivered here will strike a chord with many. And the game does such a wonderful job at immersing you into Grandpa's world too. The beautiful calming piano pieces totally set the mood. The table, is fully interactive as well, and there's even some secrets to be found. This does come with some shortcomings though. For example, there doesn't seem to be an exit button, you just have to hit escape. By no means a big problem, but it's just such an odd omission. What I do have an issue with however is the lack of a reset button on puzzles. You can undo moves and by holding down the button you will go back further automatically, but sometimes when you're stuck you just want to start over. The only way to actually do this is to abandon your game and select a level anew from a new game. Once you've selected one of 5 level sets, the interface also lacks a back button to choose another set in the case of a wrong selection. Having the game miss out on these basic functions makes it feel less streamlined. There's already been a patch out which added a volume slider to the radio, which was initially also missing. So I've got good hopes that the developers will do their best to make the game more user friendly as they receive more feedback. The core gameplay as it is fine however, and that's the most important thing. It's also nice to see stones having both colors as well as symbols to differentiate between them. Finally, a concern about replayability. Basically, there is none. I love that there is no pressure from time or a limit on the amount of moves, however, when there are no statistics tracked at all, it gives the player very little incentive to come up with more efficient solutions. If my past videos have shown you anything, then it's that I'm no mastermind when it comes to puzzle situations. Still, even I had fairly little trouble going through the game and I haven't had to use a single coin. That achievement is still left unclaimed. This is however the result of many levels having multiple solutions, and any lack of foresight can in most cases even be fixed with some good old brute forcing. I find that a little counter to show the amount of moves and undos per level would go a long way to help the longevity of this game. As it stands though, I like the game and I do recommend it to any puzzle fan who's looking for a quick fix with a unique concept. The low price point of just $5 makes the recommendation all the more easy, though the mobile version is cheaper still, so that's worth keeping in mind as well. And with that, I will leave you now. It seems like I'll be needing to start a fire to get rid of certain old furniture. Hope you've enjoyed this video, thank you very much for watching and until next time take care, bye bye for now.